have chosen a path, not by accident, not because someone handed it to you. You chose it because something inside you recognized the truth in it, a principle, a rule, a way of carrying yourself through this world when everything around you is uncertain. And now the world wants to test it. This is not a surprise. This is the entire point. I was a slave. I had nothing. No property, no freedom of movement, no say in where I slept or when I ate. My owner could decide on any morning that my life would look completely different by nightfall. And there was nothing I could do about that. Nothing, except decide who I was going to be inside those conditions. My master once twisted my leg to amuse himself. I looked at him calmly and said, "You are going to break it." He twisted harder. It broke. I said, "Did I not tell you?" People hear that story and think it is about endurance, about tolerating pain without complaint. But that is not what it is about. It is about something far more important. It is about the location of your identity. What could he take from me? The leg was not me. The body was not me. The circumstances were not me. The rule I lived by, that was me. And no master, no emperor, no force in the world could reach inside and remove it. This is where most people misunderstand Stoicism. They think it is about becoming hard, about building walls, about feeling nothing. But that misses the point entirely. The Stoic project is not about reducing your experience of life. It is about knowing where your freedom actually lives. And your freedom does not live in your comfort, your reputation, or your health. It lives in the principles you have chosen and committed to. A man can take your comfort. He can take your home, your income, the people you love. He can take your health and your years. But he cannot reach inside you and remove what you have decided to stand for. That territory is yours alone, permanently, unconditionally. Guard it accordingly. Chapter 50 of the Enchiridion is short, deliberately short. I wrote, "Whatever rules you have adopted, abide by them as if they were laws, and as if it would be impiety to transgress them. Laws, not suggestions, not flexible guidelines for convenient moments. Laws. Most people treat their principles like preferences. They apply them when the cost is low. They set them aside when the pressure rises, when the situation feels exceptional, when someone important is watching, and the easier path is obvious. This is not principle. This is performance. And the person who performs virtue without living it is building an identity on sand. The rule you live by is only proven in the moments when breaking it would be easier. I also wrote something that most people overlook. Whatever anyone says about anything, hear him out, but do not be compelled. These two instructions together form something essential. Most people read only one of them. Either they listen to everything and are moved by everything, losing their center with every conversation, or they refuse to listen at all, treating every challenge as an attack, closing themselves off from any perspective that might disturb them. Both of these are failure modes, and both come from the same root, an unstable center. The person who refuses to listen is not strong. They are fragile. Their convictions cannot survive contact with a real argument, so they make sure real arguments never arrive. They call this certainty. It is fear wearing the mask of conviction. The person of genuine character does the opposite. They sit down. They listen fully. They give the other mind complete respect and complete attention. They consider the argument on its merits. They are genuinely open to being wrong. And then, having listened, having considered, having engaged honestly, they return to their position. Not out of stubbornness, out of clarity. This is a skill, and it requires that you know the difference between two things that feel similar in the moment, but are completely different in nature, being genuinely persuaded and being socially pressured. When you abandon a position because someone presented real evidence, because a better argument revealed a genuine flaw in your thinking, that is growth. That is what intellectual integrity looks like. Honor it without hesitation. But when you abandon a position because someone laughed, because the room went quiet, because the person disagreeing carries more status than you, and the discomfort of disagreeing with them is more than you want to carry, that is not growth, that is erosion. And it compounds over time in ways you may not notice until the damage is done. Think about your own life. How many times have you softened? I want you to understand something about the Stoic project that is almost universally misread. We are not trying to become stone. We are not trying to remove warmth, eliminate feeling, or cut ourselves off from the people and things we love. Indifference is not the goal. Indifference is a lesser version of strength. It is the strength of someone who has given up, rather than someone who has mastered themselves. The goal is freedom, real freedom. The kind that does not depend on circumstances being favorable, or people being kind, or the world cooperating with your plans. And freedom requires a spine. The rule you live by is not a cage, it is a spine. Without it, all the warmth and openness and generosity you carry collapses the moment real pressure arrives. You cannot be genuinely present with another person if you do not know where you end and they begin. You cannot give from a place of continuous self-erasure. You cannot be a steady presence for anyone else if you have no steady center yourself. The rule gives you a self to bring to the table, a real self, not a performance shaped by what the room requires. Now, the hardest version of this test. What if the person challenging your principles is not ignorant? What if they are brilliant? What if they make an argument you cannot immediately answer? What if you are sitting across from someone whose knowledge and experience genuinely dwarfs yours, and they are calmly and methodically explaining why what you believe is wrong? This is where most people collapse. And I understand why. The pressure in that moment is immense. Intellectual humility is a genuine virtue. Recognizing the limits of your own knowledge is a genuine virtue. And when someone who clearly knows more than you disagrees with you, the humble response feels like agreement. But there is a distinction that matters more than almost anything else I could tell you. There is a difference between a belief and a principle. A belief is a claim about what is factually true. Beliefs should always remain open to revision based on evidence and argument. If someone shows you that your understanding of a fact is wrong, update. That is not weakness, that is honesty. But a principle is different. A principle is a commitment about how you will conduct yourself. And principles require a higher threshold for revision. Not just a good argument. Demonstrated truth in lived experience. Time. Testing. Evidence that the alternative actually produces a better human life, and not just a more comfortable one. So when someone presents you with a compelling case for why you should compromise your integrity this one time, for why this situation is exceptional, for why the rule does not quite apply here, listen carefully. Consider honestly. Give them every benefit of the doubt, and then ask yourself one question. Is this wisdom, or is this the world trying to make me smaller? You will face this test. Many of you are facing it right now. Someone you trust is telling you to let go of something you know to be right. The cost of holding your ground feels high. The path of least resistance is right in front of you. Hold your ground anyway. Not out of pride, not out of rigidity, out of the quiet, unshakable recognition that your rule was not arbitrary. You did not arrive at it by accident. It was earned through experience, tested through difficulty, refined through honest reflection. It is yours. And no one, not the powerful, not the brilliant, not the beloved, gets to remove it without your consent. That is what freedom looks like. Not the absence of pressure, not the absence of difficulty or doubt or pain. The unbreakable thread between who you decided to be and who you are today. Under any conditions, in any room, against any argument. That is the Stoic life.